Yes. Hi, guys. Glad to have you here with us. I see there's already quite a lot of people in the chat. Glad to see this. And today we are joined by a very special guest from MILC platform, Mr. Eugen Nussbaum. Hello, Eugene.
Hey guys, thanks for having me here today. Thank you.
No, thank you for coming to visit us. I know for a fact that a lot of our fans were eagerly waiting for this AMA. As it happens, you have quite a lot of attention already in the Polish community. So we decided to do this AMA for people to have a possibility to ask questions that they surely have.
Yeah, and we have a special guest in the chat today as well, as our CTO Costa is in the office as well.
Oh,
so
hello, Costa.
If there are any technical questions, Costa's sitting next to me, and yeah, here it is.
Oh.
Hi.
Great. Hi.
Yeah. So feel free to ask.
That.
So feel free to ask more technical questions as well, and Costa will answer them. And there is my colleague Anna as well. Anna.
Oh, great! That's a lot of things.
Yeah, and that's Anna as well.
Okay.
She's a presenter.
Great. And I know that also Mr. Kartik Arora is with us in the chat. So he might also answer some questions directly in the chat if you want. We, together with Eugene, will be live with you on the camera, and then Kartik is also present in a written form if you want. Okay, so let us start. First things first. Can you say a few words about yourself and about your job in Welt der Wunder? Yes.
Welt der Wunder. It's World of Wonders. Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm with Welt der Wunder for quite a long time, since 2013. My education was TV producer, TV editor. So I worked in this media industry since that time, and then we switched to from a production company to our own broadcast network. We have a broadcast station in Germany and in Switzerland. And so I really have quite a lot of experience in producing and licensing, and also in distributing broadcast content, video content. And with the MILC, we started to develop blockchain-based video content marketplace. So let's maybe describe it as simple as possible, like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Great. Thanks for the introduction. And you're as business director, yes, like a job position in the project.
And, yeah. Nowadays I'm business director and especially co-presenter also for the MILC platform together with the CEO. Yeah.
Awesome. And Mr. Kartik Arora is the project lead, the guy who is with us in the chat. So we have a very competent person here with us to ask all kinds of questions, even the most technical ones, as Mr. Costa is also with us in the backstage. Let's say. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So now maybe a few words about the project itself, because you at Welt der Wunder, you're like a broadcasting station, and you decided to develop it further into like a blockchain streaming service, to put it in the most simple of words.
Yeah, but it's really important to understand it's not a streaming service. It's not a video on demand streaming platform like Netflix or maybe YouTube or Amazon Prime, but it's the marketplace where Netflix or YouTube or other publishers and traditional broadcasters can buy video content and sell as well.
Okay, great. So maybe a few more words how it will work exactly. What
I'm sorry, but the connection is dead. Ach, du bist nicht in der International-Gruppe, sondern in der anderen, okay. Den Link, den ich dir geschickt habe, war doch zu der anderen Gruppe. Den habe ich dir über Telegram zu einer anderen Gruppe, genau. Aber da ist auch nichts los, also ist alles. Da habe ich eigentlich drauf geklickt. Ja. Ja. Sorry guys, I think Igor lost the connection, but he will be back. Genau, jetzt hast du diese Rechenaufgabe, weißt du, was ich vorhin gesagt habe? 15, genau. Mhm. Jo.
Oh, hello, can you hear me now?
Ja, jo.
Sorry, very sorry for the connection issues. I've changed my connection right now. Maybe we'll be fine right now. I hope so. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I was asking for you to tell us more about the project. What is the target of the project? What is the purpose of the platform, and how is it going to look like, more or less?
Yeah. So due to our heritage from being a production company, being a producer for almost 20 years, we know exactly that it's pretty hard for video content producers, for professional video content producers, to license their content. So if you're producing content, you mainly do it for maybe a broadcaster, and then the content you produced is not used anymore. So if now you want to sell it maybe to another broadcaster in another part of the world, it's pretty hard to go through this licensing and selling process. So we expected this by our own. Yeah. Dreimal die 9. Yeah, sorry, we are really busy here with different calls.
Busy is good. Busy is good.
Busy is good, yeah. Yeah, we just wanted to offer our big archive, which arose from this years of production, to the whole world. So why isn't there a marketplace where we, as a producer, as a production company? Nein, die PIN ist 0089 oder 9800 als. Ja. Sorry, just lost what I wanted to say. Yeah, so basically we wanted to license our content, our archive, to other publishers in the whole world. Yeah, and so basically, what are you doing? You're looking for a modern solution, like a marketplace for video content, but there is no such open marketplace. There is no such marketplace in the whole internet world. This is still a very traditional business. So you have fairs, like events in the whole world, maybe in Cannes, for example, in France, or in Los Angeles. But there is no, we all know Amazon, for example. It all started with an e-book store. Yeah. So you go to a bookstore or you go on Amazon and buy the book there. And we are aiming to offer and video content marketplace. We are not talking about stock footage, but really about video content with a story in it. So a final product. for publishers all over the world.
Okay, yeah, so that's quite different from what we were thinking about, like Netflix or Amazon Prime, because there's this kind of questions also in the chat, but we'll come to this in a moment. I would like to move to the part that is most interesting at the moment, like in the pre-IDO, before you launch the token. So the tokenomics, as we call it. To talk a bit about this, because surely there will be also questions. So looking at the tokenomics, you have 9.5% allocated to MILC swap.
Exactly.
Could you please elaborate on what is the MILC swap?
Yeah, sure. We had a first fundraising round in 2018, but we had to wait quite long till we launched this ICO, because we work together with two big Swiss companies, and we ourselves are a big German company, a well-known. So we really had to wait for what is the BaFin, so the regulation. What are they saying regarding our token offering? And so when we started with the ICO, we landed up in this crypto winter, in this totally bearish market in 2018, and we stopped the token sale because there was no sense in raising funds at this time. But we sold some then called MILC token, which is now called the MLT. And so we continued to developing this platform with our possibilities, and then again it was the COVID crisis, or it still is,
unfortunately.
Yes, and this is why we decided also, of course, with the strong crypto market now, to give this to go the last mile now, and have finalized the fundraising round now. But of course, as we are imitating a new token, the MLT, we want our old token supporters not to have disadvantages with this new token. So that's where the MILC swap is coming from.
Okay, I understand it. At this point, I will ask one of the questions from the audience, because it's directly connected with the token. Mr. Frankowski is asking, what is the purpose of the token? Can you tell us more about the use cases and how the use cases can affect the price in the future?
Yes, sure. First of all, the token is the payment medium within the platform. So we have this marketplace where a publisher and a creator can meet each other. Yeah? A creator offers his content, and a publisher or a buyer wants to buy this video content. So normally what they do is they are buying with a local currency, maybe US dollars, euros, something like that. And what we do is then exchange this payment within the platform in MLT. So there will be this exchange, and it's up to the buyer, or it's up to the seller, to the content owner, which currency he or she wants to receive. Yeah, normally they would receive US dollars, for example, to pay their rent. But of course, with the further development of this platform, we expect the token to be more accepted as a payment medium within the industry. Yeah, but you can imagine with this exchange and with growing traffic on the platform, what happens to the token, to a limited token.
Yeah, and about the token itself, you are running this as an ERC20 token in the Ethereum network.
Exactly.
Aren't you afraid of the fees, gas fees, for the usage of this token? Didn't you think about using maybe a different blockchain or a different solution for this?
Yeah, sure. We had our eyes always open and saw other blockchains as well. But for our use case, we in the beginning, we are not talking about micro transactions. We are talking about in the first step a B2B platform where the values that are exchanged. For example, if you buy a movie, it's the value is way bigger than the fees right now, as they are very high, would affect this deal. And of course, we are also looking to Ethereum 2.0, but we are free to choose another blockchain as well in the future. So we are not sticked to one blockchain because blockchain technology is still young, pretty young. Nobody can say what will be in the next year, next 2 years, next 5 years. So we need to be
considering other solution if necessary.
Sure.
Okay, so I've also seen in the one pager that you are planning some kind of staking as well for the token. Can you elaborate on that? Do you have any more specifics about the staking at this point?
Yeah, well, in general, this media industry ecosystem allows a lot of use cases for the token. So it's not only this one use case for the payment, but maybe as you have seen in the one pager or in the platform on the homepage, we want the audience, the customers, also to participate in this platform as, for example, to review scripts on an early stage, for example. And therefore, we reward staking the token to give entrance in this platform features.
Okay. Okay, and I'd say, because we don't want to spend the whole hour speaking only about tokenomics, and we already have quite a lot of questions in the chat. We'll move to the questions at this point, and we will start with the Bupi Negi question. I hope I got it correct. What's your policy for copyright content, and how are you gonna deal with it?
Okay, so I don't know if I get that question right, but first of all, what we are offering to content owners, to producers, is a simple way to license and to offer their content. So we are our content owners as well. Yeah. So if we want to offer our content, it's really important to claim the copyright for yourself. Yeah. How you do this? Yeah. And therefore we will create standardized templates where you can just say, okay, that's me. So when you register on the platform as a seller, yeah, you say, okay, that's me, that's my video, that's the license content for me, and what I want to do with it, where can I sell it, who is part maybe of this content as well. And out of this information, out of this inserting the details, therefore, out of this will be a license created, and which you can offer then to buyers. Costa, wenn du wieder zwischenquatscht, dann bringt mich das mega durcheinander. Sorry, just discussing with the colleagues here. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you will not be at any point owner of the.
Not at all. No. This is what we want to avoid and what we are decentralizing. This is one of the main features of the platform. It's not us to know who has the copyright. We just offer the let's call it the interface. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the license, the copyright connection will then be on the blockchain. So it's not only us to secure copyright of something. No. That's really important, because I think it's important for the content for the copyright owner to make sure that it's secured somewhere on a decentralized platform. That's really what blockchain fits best.
Okay, that answers it. And we have an interesting question, I think, for many people from.
Now the connection is bad or broke again. In parallel, I'm reading through the YouTube questions. Maybe I can answer some of them. Hey.
Okay, I think I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't know what's happening today with my internet connection. I will have to make sure that I have like a backup or a second backup for the future. Because I'm already using my phone connection for this, and it's still not good today. Okay, but we'll be moving on, because I already had the next questions cited from Krzysztof, which I was actually showing. Will the platform offer live stream for players like from Twitch? If so, which platforms will you be able to use?
Yeah, I think that's a similar question as we maybe had in the beginning of the chat. That it's really important to understand that we don't aim to be next streaming platform, but really a marketplace where these platforms, these publishers, can look for new content and or creatives can offer their content. But we are not the ones to stream it to the end consumers. So this is not a B2C VOD platform, but it's really about I am any kind of some kind of platform, publishing platform. I want to publish a new, maybe a movie, a clip. It can be every kind of video content. And we offer the marketplace where you can find this, but we are not the ones to stream it to the end consumer.
Okay. So you will be like a more not competitor to, for example, Netflix, but you might be like another medium for them also to use to show their content as well. Is that possible also? Because we have a similar question in the chat.
Yeah, so exactly. So Netflix can be a customer for the platform. So because, for example, I've been to many of these events and fairs of independent film, movie, documentary events where young guys or where producers try to sell their content. Yeah, and on the other side, Netflix and platforms like this have to go somewhere to buy it. It's like really physical marketplaces. And for them, we now offer a digital marketplace.
Okay. Here I have shown the question from Łukasz about this, because he was also wondering if you have a strategy to attract such companies like Netflix or Amazon, but I think it's already answered. One is more from Boopy. Does MILC Marketplace already exist, or it's in progress?
The core technology already exists. It is what you can see, or for example, on our homepage, and also in some photo stories or articles we published. But the way we use it right now is for our own networks. Yeah. So we have our own content on this platform. Other producers we work with ingest their content on this platform, so we can use it for our networks. Yes, and advertisers as well just upload their content on this platform, and there follows then the transcoding, for example, in the right format, and then the delivery where you want to publish it. Is it on YouTube? Is it on the satellite network? Is it on a cable network? So on this scale, we are already using this. So it's really important that it's not a startup project, but we have it in use for years. Yeah. But the things we mention on the roadmap, like the user interface, the open marketplace for more players to onboard them, this is what we are planning for the next months. But it's we have, I think, quite a sportive timing, because we are saying in 3 months we will open the platform to other customers and participants.
Okay. Thanks for the explanation. We have a question that is like a blast from the past about the tokens again. Question about the fundraise from 2018 that you mentioned. Was it airdropped, or the tokens were for free? Was it for sale?
It was for sale. Yeah, sure. Otherwise, we wouldn't do the swap.
Yeah, from what I read online is that you offered it like at a fixed price in the previous private sale, and then you swapped the MILC token to MLT token. Yes.
Yes,
at
exactly.
Specified rate.
Yeah, it's
okay.
1 MILC to 50 MLT, because we changed the token economics and the price. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a tricky question now, again from Mr. Frankowski.
Yeah, we have a German question there as well. I can read it then for you,
sorry.
if you want,
okay.
from Colago. No, we can stay with your question, but I
yes, I can see it. So I will
Colago
put it
Marcin. Yeah. Okay. So what are your target markets? Yeah, I think it's about what our target markets are, and if we stick to the German-speaking area, where maybe our brand is quite famous and we have a German content, but no, this platform is really a global platform, because it's also in our own interest. Yeah, as I said before, we have 2 networks, one in Germany, one in Switzerland. We need new content as well. But we cannot spend the same amount as maybe big broadcasters, like in Germany it's ProSieben, the RTL group, maybe it's in the USA it's ABC group or something like that. We have not this big budget, but maybe there is a producer in South America, or maybe in Southeast Asia with a good content that suits to us. And maybe it's more affordable for us, and we can buy this. So it needs to be an international and global platform. It's not stick to, for example, the German-speaking area.
Okay, great. That surely gives you a much bigger market than only the German-speaking countries.
Well, it's a $500 billion market, so there are some numbers there already.
Yeah, and you are innovating with blockchain technology at this moment. Aren't you afraid that there will be some more competitors from the media, like the biggest media moguls that attracted by your success might try to also enter the blockchain tech?
Yeah, no, we are not really afraid, because what we have seen also in the past, and what we see right now is that these big media companies still stick to closed shops. Yeah, they don't open it for other maybe competitors or stuff like that. This is a big advantage for us. We are not really competing with the big broadcasters or media industries. Yeah, so we open this marketplace for everyone. Yeah, we don't see competitors in them. They are customers. Yeah. That's why we are not really afraid of a competition of big, because as we have seen, Disney was on Amazon Prime first with a channel, for example. Yeah, then now they have their own streaming platform. Yeah. That's what the big guys do. Well, this is why I'm talking about the closed shops and the open shops.
And I think that considering this closed and open shops that you mentioned, this is the main advantage of your platform, that in your case, when someone decides to cooperate using a MILC platform, the creator stays the owner of the content. Whereas if you try to do something for Netflix or Amazon, then they are becoming the owner of the content. Yes.
Exactly. And we know that the fee, we have to charge a small fee of 10% of every successful deal, because we have operative costs on the platform. Yeah. But we know that the big platforms charge way more, and normally the agents as well.
Okay. A question that now popped into my mind is that since every creator will be able to use your open marketplace, is there going to be some kind of like a censorship? Are you going to overlook the process of creation, and how is it going to look like?
Of course, we have to check if the legal issues are met. Yeah, for example. So this is the same what YouTube, Facebook, and all the other publishers have to assure. But this is why in the first step we open it as a B2B platform, because then you have to identify or verify as a professional producer. Yeah. And we will have kind of a KYC process. So it's not only the email address you can register and then upload, but we need to know who is the one claiming the copyright of content for himself, because in the end, it's really important to have the legal security as well.
Okay, thanks. So now I will move to the tricky question that I mentioned before from Mr. Frankowski. So where will the public sale be hosted? Is it Launchpads? And mind the S at the end. So it's Launchpads or a Launchpad.
Sorry, I can't talk free about this in detail right now. Sure. But we know that launch pads are better than only a launch pad. But it's also a question of timing now and a strategic.
Sure.
But we are really working on that very intensive, and we will announce it soon. I know it's always a little bit disappointing if in the Telegram, announce it soon, announce it soon. But we're really working hard on every part of this project, and we will also make sure that the partners we choose in every kind of evolution step will be the best ones to work with.
Okay, and now we are going to watch closely your reaction as the next question comes up. So since you got JP Malin in team, is it possible to conduct public sale on Polka Starter?
Well, I think JP Malin is also associated with maybe another platform. It's not only Polka Starter. But in the end, it's, as I said before, it's up to the platforms. We have to run through the application process and then see what they say.
Okay, so you maintained your poker face. Nice.
Well,
Next question from C. Damian T. How competitive for both users and creator the platform is comparing to, for example, YouTube?
Yeah. Well, I haven't bought a video on YouTube yet, and I didn't sell a video on YouTube yet, and I haven't seen this functionality on YouTube yet. So I don't know if you have made this experience. So this is why I'm saying we are not competing against them, but YouTube has now a streaming service as well. So will be an potential customer. But also YouTube will remain maybe as kind of a window shop, you know, because YouTube is the most or the biggest platform for also user-generated content. Why not publishing it on YouTube, but then linking to a MILC to the MILC licensing contract? So you can see, you will see a video on YouTube and then say, I want this video. And then you have the connection to the MILC platform to go in the license negotiation or the deal making, for example.
Okay, it's great to have this AMA, surely, because I see that some people had like a bit wrong image of the platform than what it's going to be, in fact, in future. So it's good to clarify it as well. Do you have in your roadmap plan an advertising campaign, like advertisements in a real world, for example, banners on Berlin? I believe it's a bus station.
It's the train station.
Train station.
It's a train station. And Costa. The OOH is for out of home. Yeah. So it's normally digital out of home advertising. The platform is free actually for every kind of content, video content. Yeah, it must not only be like a movie or a TV show, it can be advertising as well. But first of all, someone has to, who will pay for advertising? Normally advertisers pay for the publishing. This will be, of course, on this platform a functionality where advertisers can meet publishers. Yeah, but that's not one of the first developments, because this is something that's a different part of the industry. That's not content-wise, but it's the advertising. What is, of course, a very important part of the industry, but it follows other functionalities a little bit.
And are you planning to advertise the platform itself?
Sure.
This way.
Sure. Yeah. Not only this way, but we know that we will have subsidiaries all over the world. Only because you're a digital platform, it doesn't mean that you don't have to offer subsidiaries all over the world, because you still need some networks. You still need their connections to their local producers, broadcasters as well, to make them to point on the platform and tell them, hey, have you seen there is the platform? We will, of course, as we have done in the past as well, we will go to these events and fairs and make the platform famous to the guys. Sure, that's nothing we can just kick off.
You made it a bit scary with the hammer in your hand. Okay. Next question comes from HKK. And will your licensing system not harm the decentralization of the crypto industry? How do you want to combine regulation and freedom?
Maybe, as I said before, it's up to the content owner what he wants to write in the licensing agreement. It's up to the content owner. We just offer an user-friendly interface to have this in a legal suitable form. Yeah. And what we do then with this license agreement, or also with the contract, then if there is a buyer, this is what we will hash on the blockchain. That's what we do. So I think we use the blockchain in like the best suitable way, in our opinion. That's what works really great with the blockchain, and that's what we are supporting, the decentralization. I think not. I don't think we are here like crashing these philosophies.
Yeah, I think that the idea of decentralization is great, and you can see it working great in many projects, like in DAOs as well. But still, like every of this project needs like a legal framework to actually work, combined with the real world commitment. So you have a way to combine it in your project as well. And
Exactly.
another question from HK. Do you think the licensing content will lead to more capitalization of this market and more investment? What guarantees will your license provide? I think it means that like the license to the content creator. What
Yeah.
provide?
So maybe I'll answer the second questions first, because maybe it's a little bit more easy to answer. So the guarantee, we cannot guarantee anything, because still we can't control what maybe goes not through the platform, but besides, maybe they call each other or something like this. That's nothing we can control. But what we really offer and what we guarantee is that the information you provide on the platform regarding your content will be secured on the blockchain. This is what we guarantee. It's not, we can't change it, you can change it, nobody can change it. Yeah, so that's not a guarantee we give, but the technology gives. That's why we are working with it. Yeah,
That's a great asset actually to have.
Yeah, we think so too. And I think there are what we are expecting to happen with this platform is that regarding the investment, or is that the investments in content are more efficient. Because right now, if you go through a middleman always raise the price. So that's what we are making more efficient. Let's say it like that. Yeah. So if you don't have to pay fees of 30 to 50%, but 10%, then you have more budget left for the quality of the content. And so we see that it's maybe it will the industry itself can remain as it is, but the money spent is more invested more efficient.
And that's just awesome, man. It's like a biggest asset of the blockchain tech right now. I think that with this current trend of decentralization, everyone, basically every business, if it's possible, can take this decentralization part and to put it to use to make it more accessible to everyone and eliminate the middleman, as you said. So good job on that from your side as well. One more question from HK. What is your plan for taking over the NFT market? Do you think licensing in NFT is the next big thing?
Yeah, that's It's a really good question because indeed we, as I said, we had Costa, our technical mastermind in-house these days, discussing all this stuff, all these developments. And of course, NFTs have this licensing, combining assets with a digital copyright and agreement. Maybe they are really like, how do we say it in English? They are perfect for this purpose. Yeah, and I think we have the on the page on the white paper also this launchpad thing, which means that we see the platform also not only for existing content, but also for the pitching of ideas. If you have a good idea, it's kind of crowdfunding in a very specialized environment. Not on a crowdfunding platform. We have other stuff as well, but really in the media industry where you're talking to professionals. Why not using NFTs in this use case?
Yeah. It's a trend that maybe now slowed down a bit, but I think it's still going to have some great developments in the future.
And as blockchain itself, it needs successful use cases in the end. I think it's okay when it started with CryptoKitties and stuff like that, with a kind of let's call it fun. Yeah, that's okay. That's how Bitcoin started. Yeah, but at some point they offer great possibilities for the industries. You just have to identify them and also convert them the right way to really use the advantage they can provide. And I think we are on a good way.
Okay, and also going through your one pager, I've seen that at this point you are also going to expand your technical stuff in Q2 of 2021. And I would like to combine this with a question from Marcin again, this time in English. Where does the blockchain experience come from in your current team?
This is a question also for Costa. Where is our blockchain experience coming from? Well, it's on the one hand is we are dealing with these technologies for now more than 5 years, And if you have a look, we have the LinkedIn profiles of our colleagues from the technical team all open on the page. And if you have a look there, they already were in programming, in online banking. So they are not really, Costa is like, what is this question? I'm so for so long in this industry. No, it's really on the one hand our own interest in this technology and our own developments, but on the other hand as well, if you have a look on our advisory board, you see there guys who are experts in their fields, and of course it's always like, you need this brainstorming. We have so many calls a day, and then we say, "What about this?" And then someone comes, "Yeah, we have this. We will announce in the next weeks other great partnerships, which I think will make it more clear where all this expertise is from. It's from talking to each other. It's from playing around with these things and seeing other projects and sharing experience.
Okay, we'll surely pay a lot of attention to the announcements coming.
You should join our Telegram channel, our announcement channel, Twitter, and all this stuff.
Actually, I'm advertising your channel, MILC channel right now on the screen.
Thank you.
Guys, make sure to join the MILC platform channel to stay up to date. As you heard, there is a lot of announcement coming in the coming days. One more from Mr. Frankowski. Do you have in mind some strategic cooperation with other crypto projects? Because you touched the topic in a moment before. So,
yeah, we have an announcement already prepared.
Oh,
the first one, and others will follow, as I just said. So, a little bit more patience, please. But yes, we have, of course, because there are so many features in the platform which are like shouting out, calling for already existing projects where we can combine experience and knowledge and speed things up really a lot.
Okay, so one more reason to look closely at the announcements. Meanwhile, Janetta also is grateful for the AMA because she understands the concept a bit more right now.
Thank you, Janetta.
Very glad to be of service, to be of help. One more question from Marcin as well. Are you on track with your roadmap from the website? Are you up to speed with it?
Yes, we are, and well, it's always better to be maybe in the planning or in the communication a little bit more slower than the reality may overpass some steps. But yeah, it's really important to have the support of the crypto community, because that's where a lot of new ideas and impacts come from, which can speed things up. So it really can push some steps. And I think regarding our roadmap, some developments may be way faster on the road than we planned them. But let's better stay calm and do it the right way than just announcing dates and not being able to realize them.
Okay. Awesome. Glad to hear that. I've also looked through the roadmap, and I can see that it's all looking good. So right now everyone is, I think, focused on the IDO and the launchpads mentioned. We have a comment from Maciej, who is very happy that you were joined by Dominik Swierkot.
We are very happy as well.
And
he joined us.
From what I've seen on your announcement channel, because I'm looking at it closely, in the last days you were also joined by Lester Lim and Farouk Shaikh, yes?
Yeah.
So making quite a lot of additions to the team.
Yeah, and still the interest is pretty big, and guys want to join the team, and we are really appreciate this interest. Yeah, that's such a big support, as I said. So it's really the specialists on different fields.
Okay, and may I ask, like more or less, how many people do you have in this technical team who is working on the blockchain tech?
All of the guys we have on our homepage. So the technical guys are all working on this project with different focuses, because we shouldn't underestimate the whole broadcast delivery technology. That's really not an easy thing. They are specialists in one field, and the focus on the blockchain is also in part of the team. But we have also our partner like SwissText, which delivers a big and strong engine in this regarding the whole broadcast technology. So we can focus really on the adoption with the blockchain technology.
Okay, thank you. And I will move to last question that will also help us finalize the AMA. Patrick, in the beginning, he asked a question that will serve as a great summary. Guys, where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? What would you achieve? Would you like to achieve by this time? So it might serve as a summary and a few words about your future steps in the blockchain world.
Yeah.
And
well, what we are really looking for is opening the platform to the non-professionals, so to the user-generated content. So all the creative guys from YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and stuff like that can find a platform where their creativity may be monetized as well, because I think that's not happening on these platforms right now. So the end consumer, the audience, opening this platform and this marketplace for the audience is quite a big step for us. And in the end, if we reach in the next 2 years, 2 to 5 years, 1% of the market share of $500 billion, then we all can be happy.
Yeah, it's a very nice number, considering how big the market is. Okay, Eugen, thank you very much for joining us. I think it was very informative. A lot of questions were asked. I think we have a clear vision of what the project is going to be, and surely we'll be following closely all the announcements.
Yeah.
And okay, best of luck.
Yeah. Maybe we hear each other in 1 year again then.
I hope so. I hope so that we can do like another session
Update,
with
sure.
a recap of current developments. So
Yeah.
we'll surely stay in touch.
Yeah, feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for this interesting interview, and see you in future.
And Costa wants to say bye-bye as well. So feel free to ask Costa really with technical questions regarding the whole blockchain topic. So he is really the guy to give more detailed answers on this one.
Okay. So if we have more technical questions, we'll forward them to your channel on Telegram.
Yeah.
Thank you to all. Big thanks to
Thank you.
all of our guests who joined us on the chat. Thank you for great questions, and stay with us. See you in the future.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.